Beacon Press Audio presents Beyond Limits, The Reality of Third-Trimester Abortion Care by Shelley Sella, MD. This audiobook is narrated by Samara Naeymi, published by Beacon Press Audio, 2025. Foreword. I have had the privilege of dedicating my medical career to the full spectrum of obstetric and gynecologic care in Alabama for over 17 years. In that time, I have celebrated new life with thousands of families, guided individuals through the journey of infertility, grieved alongside those facing pregnancy loss, and offered care and counsel to patients navigating the most complex and sometimes emotionally charged decisions of their lives. I have proudly provided abortion care, a vital and deeply personal part of reproductive health that has been under siege in many states for decades. Providing abortion care has never been just a medical service for me. It is about compassion, autonomy, and advocacy. It is about standing with patients at the most vulnerable crossroads of their lives, whether they are choosing to end an undesired pregnancy, navigating a heartbreaking medical necessity. They are always making a choice that is nuanced and deeply personal. Throughout my career, I've witnessed firsthand the intense stigma and political barriers that abortion providers face. Yet the patients, providers, and advocates in this space are some of the most compassionate, courageous, and dedicated people I have ever known. This is how I met Shelley Sella, through a shared commitment to a fundamental truth: access to safe, compassionate abortion care is a human right. Shelley's journey, as chronicled in Beyond Limits, offers an unflinching, intimate look at what it means to answer the call to this kind of work. As a provider of third-trimester abortion care in Albuquerque, Shelley's experiences illuminate the strength, complexity, and compassion required to support patients in the most trying circumstances. Like many of us in this field, Shelley came to this work not out of simple choice, but out of personal experience, a commitment to justice, and a desire to ensure that others are met with care and dignity in their most difficult moments. Beyond Limits is not simply a clinical account. It is a deeply personal exploration of the emotional and moral dimensions of abortion care, the kind of story that challenges the false narratives perpetuated by politics and stigma. Through her work, Shelley provides readers with insight into both the practical and emotional aspects of abortion care and the real-life consequences of restricting access to it. For many, her story will challenge assumptions about what it means to choose abortion and confront the prejudices that fuel so many laws and public opinions. One of the great injustices of our time is the way so many have ignored how quickly individual experiences can shift perspectives. Many who claim opposition to abortion find themselves changed when they or someone they love requires this care. Yet this disconnection, this unwillingness to place themselves in another's shoes, has led to the erasure of human stories and the dismantling of a basic right. Beyond Limits confronts that disconnection head-on, offering readers a window into the complexity, love, strength, and necessity of reproductive choice. This book is a reminder of what lawmakers, advocates, and the public alike must grapple with: the profound humanity at the heart of every decision to seek an abortion. For every patient who accessed abortion care and felt relief, for every patient who sought it but was unable to access it, Beyond Limits offers our stories. It shares the dignity, the grief, the hope, and the humanity. If you are someone who has struggled to truly understand what it means to seek, provide, or fight for safe and compassionate abortion care, let this book guide you. It is more than a story of personal experiences. It's a reminder of what is possible when care is grounded in compassion and humanity rather than fear and judgment. Shelley offers readers an invitation to see, to listen, and to understand. Beyond Limits is both a testament to the strength of abortion providers and a call to empathy, advocacy, and solidarity. Shelley's narrative is one that will resonate with anyone who values autonomy, compassion, and the ability to make decisions free from judgment and interference. I am so grateful for her courage, her passion, and her voice, and for the way she has chosen to share her story. May her words inspire change, compassion, and understanding. Dr. Yashika Robinson, Alabama Women's Center, OBGYN, advocate for reproductive justice. Author's note. Beyond Limits is about my almost 20 years providing third-trimester abortion care. It draws heavily from my experiences with patients. With the exception of 2 former patients, one whose name and story appears on anti-abortion websites, and another who agreed to use her name, I have changed patients' names and residences and have formed composite true stories to preserve their privacy. The quotations that preface each chapter are either direct patient quotes or quotes that Dr. George R. Tiller shared during our work together, as indicated. He repeated these epigraphs in many forms, in person, in interviews, and in talks at conferences. They came to be known in the wider abortion provider community as Tillerisms. This book is divided into 2 sections. Part 1 weaves the stories of 6 patients who came for care at the abortion clinic where I practiced with the story of my own life and career. Part 2 addresses commonly asked questions regarding third-trimester abortion care, including why did she wait so long, and why doesn't she just continue the pregnancy and give the baby up for adoption? I recognize that not all who are capable of pregnancy identify as women. Today, more abortion patients and more providers and staff identify as trans men or non-binary. However, in Beyond Limits, I largely use woman and patient to describe those I cared for, along with she, her, and they, them pronouns. This reflects the language used in the period in which I practiced. Moreover, it is important to recognize that attacks on abortion are rooted in a patriarchal society that is deeply misogynistic. Abortion care would look very different if cisgender men could get pregnant. An egalitarian society would recognize the life-saving nature of abortion care. Beyond Limits contains descriptions of abortion and abortion procedures, as well as sexual and domestic violence. Introduction. Miscarriage is what happens when your body isn't ready to have a baby. Abortion is what happens when the rest of you isn't. Anonymous patient. It's 3 a.m., and my 33-year-old patient Clarissa is in labor. She called the clinic half an hour ago to say that she was having contractions, and we instructed her to come in. While waiting for her arrival, her labor support doula Kaylin and I set up the labor room, turning down the lights, turning on soft, meditative music, and placing a few drops of lavender oil in the aromatherapy diffuser. Clarissa and her husband Matt come in holding hands. When she first walks in, she doesn't appear to be in labor. Her hair is neatly tied back in a ponytail, and her face is relaxed. Suddenly she stops walking and squeezes Matt's hand for the 10-second duration of the contraction. "It's been like this for the past hour," she tells me. "I thought that it would be a good idea to call." I tell her she was right. This seems like early labor, but given that Clarissa has already given birth to 2 children, the last one only 2 years ago, it could progress quickly. I bring them to the labor room, where Kaylin greets them, helps Clarissa change into a gown, and gets Matt settled into a chair next to the bed. Clarissa hasn't been sleeping well lately. At first, she lies in bed, eyes closed, moaning with contractions that occur every 7 to 10 minutes. Gradually, the contractions become more intense, and Clarissa is increasingly uncomfortable. She gets out of bed and walks around the room, one arm draped over Matt, the other over me, while Kaylin croons softly. "You are doing so well. Your body is working perfectly. You are so strong." The contractions are now getting stronger, lasting longer and coming more frequently. Clarissa is working harder. Her face is flushed, her ponytail has loosened, and hair covers her eyes. She stops walking and tries bouncing on the big orange birthing ball that's in the room, but she cannot get comfortable. "I feel like I have to push," she moans. "That's good," I respond. "Let me check you." Getting back in bed seems too challenging right now. Clarissa drops down onto a black yoga mat in the corner of the room. Matt sits behind her and she leans against him while Kaylin squats by her side. Both are supporting her. I check her cervix and let her know that the baby, who they already named Jeremiah, is coming.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?